Hi, this is Lauren from LSP Actions and welcome to part 2 of the overview for Maternity Vogue Photoshop Actions Suite. If you've watched video 1, I will have explained how to use the actions. This is video 2. I'm going to show you some of the actions in use. And I'm going to be using some of these lovely images from Ana Brandt. So first of all, you may notice when you shoot in studio that your backdrop is never big enough, and quite often you will have these sides showing here. To remove these, I'm going to select the marquee tool up here, the box, and draw a nice generous selection around that. My actions right now are in grey mode, they're in edit mode, so I'm going to come up here and click button mode so we can see the colours. I'm going to come down here to the manual fix selection. Right now I'm scrolling through the airbrushes, I'm coming down to manual fix and I'm going to play select and fix. This will heal the backdrop for you, and again I'm going to select this area here and play select and fix. Any areas that don't look so good, simply click here on your spot healing brush, select patch tool and patch it out the way. LSP select and fix will do the hard work for you, creating a base, and 99% of the time it will work perfectly, but it uses Photoshop content aware and sometimes you may have little areas you wish to go in, so I'm simply drawing around with a patch tool and dragging them to a more acceptable area where Photoshop will intelligently replace the texture of the area. That's where we started and that's where we've got to. Great. For this image, let me just get my action palette in here a little bit. There we go. Now for this image, I'm going to crop in a little bit more. To select the focus on the subject, and I'm going to hit flatten and save. And that image is now ready for me to work on. You can simply hit flatten and save here. You don't have to mess around doing it yourself. So let's have a look at what we're working with here. This model is absolutely perfect. I mean, look how beautiful she is. I'm going to come in on the skin here, and you can see we have some little blemishes, some little pock marks. You'll often find when a lady is expecting, their skin is a little more oily, a little bit more acne prone, and they're not going to want to remember that in their photographs. It is our job as maternity photographers to show her that she looks amazing. So I'm going to come down here to the airbrush section and I'm going to play remove blemishes. And what this will do, it will set up an action for you. It's already played now, and I'm simply going to come in and paint over any areas of the skin where I'd like to, take the texture back down to normal without over softening. This is good for little pores, and as you can see it softens them down. We don't want to remove completely, and it just hides any little blemishes that were on the skin there whilst leaving behind a natural skin texture. So let's have a look closely. Before and after. So that's a good starting point. I'm going to flatten that image and save there. Now what else can we use from the airbrush section here? I'd always recommend going in light, don't go overboard with everything, but you do have an action for everything here. I can see some little wrinkles here, so I'm going to use Wrinkle Primer. This is great for the face too. And what this will do, it will subtly remove any wrinkles from the skin, leaving behind a glowing natural skin tone. She doesn't have any on her face at all. Beautiful. And flatten down. I'm going to come down to the hair section. I've noticed there's a little bit of stray hair going on here, so I'm going into the hair section and I'm going to play stray hairs. Again, white brush. You notice my flow is on 34, I generally have this on 25 and my opacity on 100. And you can see this is just removing any stray hairs that we do not wish to have coming onto her face in the portrait. That will also soften these ones down just a little bit. As I used select and fix in the beginning, I'm going to use this now again. I'm just going to duplicate this layer. Select the patch tool, marquee, lasso, anything you want to select with. And I'm simply going to select this little area of hair here and play select and fix. In fact, I don't even need to click on select and fix because I have set up a shortcut code for you. You hold down Control or Command hit F4 and it will play, meaning you don't have to scroll all the way down. So again, I'm going to select this here, Control and F4, Control F4. I'm simply pressing this on my keyboard, and this is saving me cloning any of these stray hairs out. This works for everything. Select and fix. It's not just for backgrounds, it's not just for stray hairs. Okay. And I'm going to flatten and save. I recommend flattening and saving as you go. So let's go back in our history and see where we were. Oh, she's moved. So as you can see here, we have some stray hairs, and you can really see the skin texture here, which she won't be too happy about. So we've managed to retain the skin texture, but giving her a dreamy glow in the process. You can carry on with the makeup if you want to. Everything is here. You have eyes and hair and a bump. What do we have? Lips. I'm going to play Lip Pop. What this will do, it will just, exactly what it says on the tin, it will just pop those lips out a little bit more. It won't change the colour, but it will give them a soft, it will get rid of any of the kind of chapped skin on the lips, and it will give them a lovely dewy glow. All the actions in this set are designed to absolutely show your image at its best. And one more thing for this image. What if we wanted this on a black background? You come up here to the specialist section and you play low key black background enhance, and this will enhance the background there. You can play this as many times as you like to make your subject pop, or alternatively you can play low key brightener, which will brighten up the background and your subject.